Are you guys tired of spending your hard-earned money and then EA giving you terrible pack odds? Well, look no further. Come to MUTReserve.com for the fastest, cheapest Madden 21 coins. Use code JTibbs for 15% off your order. YouTube, what is going on, guys? JTibbs back with another video. I apologize for not posting yesterday. There's something going on with my channel. I don't know if you guys remember. It was about 4 months back. That's why I didn't really post for that long. I really need your help here though, guys. If you search JTibbs in the YouTube search bar, you'll see nothing comes up except for my videos. I'd like my channel to come up. I think they're blacklisting my channel. Basically, if you guys can maybe contact YouTube support and help me out with that. I'm tweeting it on Twitter every day. And I just want my channel to get out there because I have a lot of really good content I want a lot of you guys to see. And I would feel really bad if, you guys didn't even get notified for it. You know what I mean? But anyway, enough drama. Let's get into the video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the JURDLE system, how to use it to its full potential, and how to get glitchy with it as well. So we're going to be using the Minnesota Vikings, and we're going to go against a common defense you see against certain, offensive formations. So we'll go to a common one in West Coast bunch. We're going to go to the halfback sweep. Now we're going to go to a dime 1-4-6 look, and we're going to go to the cover 2 man. Now obviously, when people are playing this defense, they're going to press shade outside, and they're going to go ahead and put purples in the outside and shade up. Now what this is going to prohibit and disallow is us from passing the ball successfully, as you guys see. And if you put your zone drops back, you can really cover a lot of area. So what we're going to be doing is when we run this ball, we're going to double team that D tackle, and you're going to see once I snap the ball, my running back's going to auto take the handoff. He's going to kind of go on his own route until I take control of him. So once he gets that ball, I'm going to kind of pull back like a little stop and go on the left side, the left analog stick right here. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of JURDLE to the opposite direction. So let's see how this works. So right there, boom, that's kind of how you want to do it a little bit. Again, we'll set it up one more time. I'm going to go ahead and double this guy, and we're going to kind of go slow right here, and then kind of just JURDLE back. Again, it's better if you just stop and wait for that center, because once you ID that tackle, that center, once he gets off that block, is going to get that blitzer. So again, here we go. And there we go. We got the JURDLE down, and we're ultimately able to go ahead and accelerate for a lot of yards. Now, what you could also do with this is you can auto take the handoff if it's a sweep or a stretch, and just JURDLE the opposite way. So kind of garner up some momentum and then JURDLE the other way. So you guys see how I'm really using this ability. I want to go into instant replay and break it down because I feel like you guys aren't really getting the full sense of it, and I want to show you why this JURDLE can be really good on these type of outside runs. So as you guys see, 3 down linemen set. Obviously, out of bunch, you don't have any inside runs except for a draw. And to be honest, draws aren't too bad, but I've never really liked them after Madden 16. They've just always been slow. It's easy to get stopped. And, the D-line's getting better throughout the year. So as they get better, they're going to get pushed back. It's going to be harder to get through a gap. So as you guys see right here, we're going to snap the ball. Now, obviously, we have that hole right there. You see that hole right there? That gaping hole that we have, obviously. But I'm afraid of Pat Pete, obviously, coming in and making a tackle. He has a good angle. He's able to probably make a shoestring tackle. But you see, what the JURDLE allows us to do is make a quick change of direction. It almost replaces the one cut that we've had many years ago, before the Frostbite engine. So again, we JURDLE, we're able to hit that hole, and it's very, very easy for us to get some yards. So ultimately, the JURDLE can really, really be a good friend. Again, what you can also do is what I found is you can cut back and then do something like that. Obviously, Pat Pete's going to be screaming through the hole, but you can obviously make sure that when you do it, you're kind of juking out the linebacker. Again, you do have a big chance of getting stopped in the backfield if you do it like that, or if you take a big hit. Now, another thing I've noticed is when you have abilities such as jukebox, you can double juke into a JURDLE, and you'll see right here as I'm going to show you. And then almost had it right there. So you got to be very quick, and you have to have a lot of room to work with. But what you can do is kind of outmaneuver your opponent. And right there, I mean, it's just a terrible example, but you have to be able to, like I said, to outmaneuver your opponent. Again, be patient, wait for the blocks to develop, and again, you can JURDLE to the inside, and we can kind of just see how the hole opens up for us. Because again, if we are to take this up the hole and get the right blocks, it is a little bit harder to get through that gap, as you're going to see a lot of guys shed. And obviously Chandler Jones, one of the best players in Madden 21, you're not getting by that dude on a run. It's just dang near impossible. So again, we're able to go ahead and JURDLE, make our opponents miss, and obviously you can really cause some chaos. So the opposed from this, obviously, you do not want to go ahead and obviously cut it back randomly, because again, cutting it back's nice and all, but you're going to stop that momentum for a split second. As you just saw there, it gives the opponent time to get to you. Now, reason why we're going to be JURDLing and take advantage of this is because we want to go ahead and obviously get those extra yards. And even with the JURDLE and a good running back like Dalvin, who rarely fumbles, you're going to fall forward almost every time. And it makes just very easy for us to get yards. As you guys see right there, we're able to pick up almost 10 yards right there, just JURDLing, finding the hole, and accelerating through it. Same concept applies with a dive. And yes, I'm going to go to 3-4 defense to make it a little bit more nice. But obviously, you can JURDLe into the gap and make it to where your opponent freezes. Again, I'm going to go into instant replay and show you guys this because I feel like it's very important you guys see why I'm doing this. Now, you see the hole is going to open up right here. We have a hole, but you see that D-end is shooting in, that linebacker is shooting in free. Obviously, he's behind us, but once we JURDLE, you see that little side step he takes right there? Once we get into our JURDLE animation, you'll see it right about here. Right there, we're about to JURDLE. And you see right there, that slows down his progress. He is going from pursuing us to now containing. You see, it makes a huge difference because then if the safety help isn't there and the user's out of the play, or if the user is in the play, it's a one-on-one. And this year it is pretty tough to make one-on-one tackles, especially earlier on in the year because players aren't as fast as the offensive players. And it just makes it overall very tough for your opponent to get a stop in the backfield. And this is why I believe the run will be just as good, if not better, than last year. But to be honest with you, I think there will be ways to stop it. So obviously, JURDLing is a skill in itself. It's a very easy thing you're going to do. Obviously, if you guys don't know how to JURDLe, look at it in the user control menu, I believe in the settings menu. It's a new feature they added this year. I really like it. I think it's cool. Obviously, it does come with some repercussions if you don't have a good ball carrier, someone as good as Dalvin Cook. They are 10 more likely to fumble just because of the fact that they're exposing themselves midair. Now, what you could also do is you can cut back. And what I mean by this is you can cut one way and JURDLe the other way instead of just going straight up the gap and then going one way. So as you guys are going to see, I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to go ahead and JURDLe, and I'm going to get some good yards. Now, I wouldn't highly recommend that just because of the fact that it does slow you down. You're better off, obviously, JURDLing one way and taking, obviously, on any hitters, any big hitters, that kind of thing. Now, as you guys are going to see, again, we are going to JURDLe, change direction, and it really does make the difference. As you see, the JURDLe not only makes it tougher for the opponent to track us down and get a good tackling angle, it also glitches them out. I mean, it just makes it very hard. As you guys see right there, I'm able to use the JURDLe because I see my blocker pulling. I take a small cut to the outside and then JURDLe right back in. And I'm able to make a couple dudes miss. So as you guys see right there, it is probably the best option sometimes. And I think JURDLing is going to be really cool on the goal line just because if you're on the goal line, it kind of acts as like a Superman dive in a way. And with this year, with the running, you do get a lot of fall forward animations, and the fight for the extra yard feature is really cool. As you guys see right there, I'm not able to JURDLe because I went into my line a little bit too soon. You got the little one arm animation, feel out Le'Veon Bell animation. But you guys see, again, I am going to be JURDLing, and you see right there, that is why it's going to be so good on the goal line. As you just saw right there, Dalvin Cook was flying through the air and landing on his lineman, which resulted in about 2-yard gain. So that's going to be really effective this year. I think it's going to be very cool. And ultimately, I think running the ball is going to be very OP this year. But the game is actually good so far. So I don't think a lot of people will be mad, and I think you're going to be able to stop the run. You just obviously have to lab it up, make sure you have the perfect defense out there, and just prevent any extra ball carrier moves like this from attacking. However, the JURDLe is one of the best moves they have added this year. I'm really happy they added it. It's a super cool feature. That about wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smack a like, subscribe if you're new. And again, guys, I hate to go on rants, but it's just really frustrating. YouTube hasn't gotten back to me about it. They've answered me on Twitter, but it hasn't really helped my problem. I mean, it's a simple fix. Just unblacklist my channel because I want a lot of you future subscribers to be seeing this. Right now, it's very hard for people to see it because my channel's not popping up when you search it. So if you guys could help me out by reporting this to YouTube, letting them know, emailing them, that would really mean the world to me. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or you had a great day whenever you're watching this. Again, use this to your full advantage. Let me know how it works, and let me know in the comments down below what video you would like to see next, guys. I'm signing off, and as always, peace.